Hey guys, Budapest here playing FSX once again. My nose is blocked. Today we'll be flying a Maldive Hungarian Airlines. Really sorry. 737-600 from Budapest to Thessaloniki, and I probably mispronounced that. I'm sorry, Greece. Right, so. Yeah, we'll go for this. 3 left. So that would... Release brakes are shift P1. Well, pushing back. I personally have never flown aboard Maldive. However, my parents have flown on both 737 and a 154. Yeah, absolutely miserable with this blocked nose. Hey, lights. Stop pushback. You actually have to round this up to Toga. So if I spool up, that kind of dips down. By the way, when I was last in Budapest, they had an Antonov 124 packed here when I was on the tour. A few of you should probably know of, because I have it up on YouTube. There's also a project open, the Sky 737. They wanted to do this flight with a Tupolev, but yeah, that wasn't working. Brake, brake, brake. Hard right rudder. I know that's technically a nautical term, but in this case I am doing it, so. Turning left again. You know guys, I'll just pause the video until we get lined up. I see that. Okay guys, we are on the runway. Get the lights, taxi off. Toga. Positive rate, gear up. Speed hold, autopilot on. As soon as it flaps up, still above the runway. So guys, I'll pause video here, see you once we get our approach to Thessaloniki. See you then. Okay guys, we're approaching Thessaloniki. I'm finally mispronouncing that. Turning onto the runway. Spoilers. And also have the runway. Start extending the flaps. Acknowledge. Tune Macedonia Tower. Keep extending. Acknowledge entry instructions. Heading hold off. Full flaps, gear down. Turning right. Spoilers in. Okay, leveling off. Clear to land on right 3, 4. No, landing clearance. Gonna turn autopilot off. Nose down. Nose down. Nose down. Leveling off. Nose down. Turn down. Turning right. Sync trim. Raising the nose. Right. Nose down. By the way, the reason I flew here is because there's a story of a Molly of Tupolev 154 that landed here with the gear up. I don't know if it was this one or the other one. However, it was due to pilot error because they had to switch the approach or something and they didn't put the gear down. As I'm mentioning this, I say there are these situations that we all know the loft flight that the captain landed with the gear up. Yes, so those are positions the pilots are in, or that the aircraft puts the pilots into that they then have to deal with. And in that case the pilots did well, they landed the plane at Warsaw. However, the Molly flight is the opposite in a sort of way. It's when the pilots put the aircraft into a position and the aircraft has to deal with it. Because by the time the aircraft behind them essentially told them go around because he knows their gear weren't down, it was too late. The engines take time to spool back up. Which I'm probably about to experience as I'm about to slam into the ground short of the runway. Oh, cock. I've lost control. Ah. Sorry, my joystick thing fell out of the... my throttle fell out of the place where the throttle should be. Oh, so that we landed here. And we're airborne again. Let's try that again then. Spoilers. Yeah, so, yeah, by the time that the mod crew had essentially realised that it was too late, their aircraft was going to hit the ground. And this is why I like Russian planes. Like, if, say, a 737 hit the ground with the gear up, what would happen? The engine would essentially buckle up, probably nose would slow down, and the air end up in pieces. Some of you might say once again to that aspect that those pilots could put it down, yes, but not in this situation. Those pilots had time to figure out what they were going to do. I'm pretty sure they do a lower approach so they would hit the ground with less speed. However, if it was like the case with the Tupolev, they wouldn't have been able to prepare. They would just have hit the ground. The Tupolev, it did slam the nose down. What did it do? Skidded about 500 meters at 300 kilometers an hour. That was how it was on Wikipedia. I don't know how that converts to knots. And then it took off again. Circled around for a bit, lower gear, landed. That's what I like Russian planes, is they give you, in that type of sense, a bigger margin for error. I mean, I'm not saying you can be more careless when flying them, because the Tupolevs require a different set of skills, essentially. You need to be monitoring different things. Something like that is, the Tupolevs, they're the kind of planes you hit with a sledgehammer. What do? They keep bloody going. Because they had to. Like, those things can land on a dirt strip, technically. Because they had to. It's a Russian airliner, not a Soviet airliner. Not all airfields in the Soviet Union were paved. And so that's why, even though it's comparable in size, say, an A321 or a 757, it has as many wheels, as many tires as a 777. The tires at a lower pressure as the high pressure tires that you have in the 777, because if those were touched on dirt strip, it would probably shred. So that's why, have any of you seen that there's an Air India operates, I don't know, I know of one for sure, A320 that has a 4-tire bogie, that has 4-tire bogies for some of the more remote strips in India. This thing is Air India. It's an Indian airline, but I don't know if it's some of the other one. And that's what the Tupolev had to be designed to be able to take. You could see recently there was cases of Tupolev having timed in a forest, in a sort of abandoned little military airstrip, and it did overran the runway, slammed into a few trees, but it was fine. That's why I like those planes. They're designed to take beating and keep going up. And most of them are like the Soyuz as well. I've never seen a Soyuz launch get scrubbed by weather. I have maybe seen one Proton launch get delayed by weather. See, because they had to, like, both of those were intended to be missiles. And you can't exactly say, oh sorry sir, we can't launch a nuclear retaliation because it's a bit cloudy and windy. Those things needed to go in Russia's nuke. I'm just going on to that why I like Russian aircraft. Really, that's why I like them. They're like, sure they're not pretty, the A350 or 777 has. Like 787 or the very much well known 747 leaving the A380. And this goes to almost every Russian plane. It does it good, but it gets the job done, and it gets it done to a sufficient degree. It gets it done well. Like, you're not really going to be offered showers in first class on a Tupolev. What you're going to get is be able to fly to places in the middle of nowhere. Because that's what the Tupolev was needed for. So yeah, that was a flight from Budapest to Thessaloniki with a Molly of Hungarian Airlines 737-600. I'm Boston 25.